Monday Night Basketball in Los Angeles features the Heat and the Clippers inside the Intuit Dome. Miami Heat basketball on FanDuel Sports Network, proudly presented by Carnival Cruise Line. The Heat have lost 2 of 3 games on the road. The Clippers, one of 8 teams still unbeaten at home. We hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us tonight. Former Clipper Norman Powell is back in the lineup for the Heat and back in the starting lineup after missing the last 3 games with an injury. The Heat missed his 24 points per game, firepower, and competitiveness. And the Prince of Los Angeles right now, former UCLA Bruin, Jaime Jaquez Jr., continued his red-hot start. 31 points, a career-high 13 free throw attempts against the Lakers last night. And on to tonight and a late night hello to Heat Nation. Thanks for staying up late for your NBA basketball. That's the point guard, John Crotty. I'm Eric Reed. Heat trying to end a 2-game losing streak tonight. They lost in San Antonio Thursday by 6. They lost to the Lakers last night by 10. John, what do they have to do tonight to get back on track?
Yeah, our cuts start with cleaning up some of those defensive breakdowns we saw against the Lakers a night ago. Contain the ball handlers on the drive. Improve that pick and roll defense to prevent downhill attacks, but also catch the roller on the way to the rim for the easy lob. Got to be able to close to 3-point shooters and reduce some of those costly fouls. Next, limit the turnovers. Miami had 15 for 19 points. Wiggs and Jaquez had 4 each. The Clippers, a lot like the Lakers, will take advantage on any miscues, so got to be more efficient with the basketball, meeting passes, and generally just taking overall better care of the ball. And next, they stay strong off the bench. The bench brigade of Jaquez Jr., Jovic, Fontecchio, and Drew Smith have been a real strength for Miami, leading the team in scoring and the league in scoring and shooting a combined 53% from the field. Great offense, but also great defense and energy, bringing it every night. 2 of the best plus-minus ratios on the team belong to Drew Smith and Jaime Jaquez Jr. Toyota Trent on that Heat bench, leading the league at nearly 50 points per game. And to tell you the truth, Jaquez serious about his 6th-man role, has the NBA's best plus-minus ratio. And let's stick on the subject of Jaquez and Powell. Jaime with 22 points in the paint last night against LA, finished with 31. He's averaging just about 10 points per game more this year than he did last. And Norman Powell, 22 points per game in his 4th and final season with the Clippers last year. He's had a couple of games already with Miami of 29 and 28 points. And the Heat trying to win this game for Norman Powell tonight. John, let's shift gears to the Clippers, the NBA's most veteran team, led by a couple of future Hall of Famers. Yeah, James Harden, former league MVP, 11-time All-Star. The lefty is outstanding. At the pick and roll game, will stretch the floor. He's number 2 all-time in three-point makes at over 3,100. And he's number 5 in assists so far this season and over 9 a game, finding his teammates. Kawhi Leonard, 2-time league champ and finals MVP, continues to be a threat both out beyond the arc and in the mid-range game. Never in a rush. Great at leaning in and ball faking and drawing fouls and getting to that free throw line. The LA Clippers have had 14 straight winning seasons, but knocked out of the playoffs in the first round 3 straight years. So they added 4 veterans in the offseason. Bradley Beal, slowed by a knee injury. Chris Paul, the 40-year-old point guard. Brook Lopez, the former Buck and net. And John Collins, who played his high school basketball in West Palm Beach. That quartet joins a team that won 50 games last year. Let's get back to Kawhi, our key player profile on Leonard, who had 34 points the other night against Portland. The good news for Clippers fans is bad news for the rest of the NBA. He is healthy, has not missed a game yet, and has gone on record saying he's going to play tonight and tomorrow night against Oklahoma City. Leonard playing in back-to-backs, unheard of in recent years. It's going to happen this year. And his game winner the other night was a thrilling end for the Clippers in a 2-point win.
124, 9.6 seconds to play. Jones, 3 to shoot. Kawhi for the win. Clippers win!
Kawhi got to a spot, never rushed, stayed patient, and sent us all home with a happy, happy Halloween.
7 of season number 38 here in Inglewood, California, inside the beautiful and nearly brand new Intuit Dome. The Heat will try to end a 2-game losing streak on this trip with still Denver left to play on Wednesday night. Let's take a look at the Heat starting lineup. Norman Powell's in it, and so is Pelle Larsson. The odd man out, Khalil Ware. John, why don't you shed some light to Heat Nation on Coach Spo's lineup adjustment?
Yeah, look, Coach Spo leaving Pelle Larsson in, and Khalil Ware will be coming off the bench, I'm sure, but Pelle Larsson just earning the time and the way he's been playing. And with this Clipper team being a little smaller up front, with Kawhi Leonard really essentially playing the four, it will allow Miami to go a little bit smaller tonight with Pelle playing that position and really be able to match up and not fall behind.
Interesting contrast of styles in this matchup. Our officials are Zach Zarba, Ray Acosta, and Michael Smith. And late night back home, but here in Los Angeles, off we go. Another Miami Heat NBA adventure. Heat hoping to get off to a good start. Bam inside, gets the Heat off to a nice start. Nice entry from Norman Powell.
Norman Powell drawing two defenders there, led Bam beautifully with that bounce pass.
Well, the veteran Bradley Beal, who's been in and out of the lineup with an early season knee injury, starting tonight. Davion Mitchell on the heart. Wiggins defending Kawhi Leonard, who will launch and connect. Kawhi Leonard, 34 years old, 15th year in the league. John, healthiest he's been in a number of years.
Yeah, and he is so good in that mid-range area, just elite, like Kevin Durant. So good getting to his spot.
John, just as good for the Heat to have Norman Powell back after missing the last 3 games.
And looking confident right away with an assist and then a runner from about 12 feet.
Beal leans in on Larson, and it's intercepted by Bam Adebayo, and the Heat get right into the running lane. Larson attacking, finds Mitchell. And he missed the pull-up. Look at Bam hustle for it, and Mitchell comes up with a loose ball. Took it away from Derrick Jones Jr. Powell for 3. Kaboom! Norman Powell making an instant impact on the Heat in this game. A 7-2 start, and 5 of those 7 points for Powell. You know he wants this game badly after spending the last 4 seasons with the Clippers. They traded him to the Heat in the offseason. Leonard missing the 3. Bam hustles to the rebound. This is what Eric Spoelstra was hoping for, a better start than they had in each of the last 2 games. On the way, kabam!
Well, Zubac's playing off Bam there, and on the skip pass from Norman Powell, no hesitation from the big fella knocking down that triple.
Well, Miami's made 4 of their 5 shots. They've scored 8 unanswered points. James Harden bouncing for a big Egyptian Zubac, and that cooperates for Miami. Bam with another rebound. Here comes Adebayo. Pull-up jump, and he sticks that. The 5 for 6 shooting for the Heat, and 10 unanswered points to open the game for Miami here, out to a 12-2 lead.
Great active start, catch and shoot triple. That's what Norman Powell's done since he's come to Miami, and Bam on the skip pass, able to convert one as well. Strong start.
And just did an Ian Arena tribute to Norman Powell. Spent 4 seasons with the LA Clippers. They traded him to Miami in the offseason for Kylie Anderson and Kevin Love. And John, you know what it feels like when one team lets you go and another one picks you up. Norman Powell wants to beat one of his former clubs tonight, and boy, is he off to a nice start.
Oh, it couldn't get any better for Norman Powell. In rhythm, making plays, both knocking down shots, but also a couple of assists to go along with his 5 points. Great start. You can tell he's playing with a little extra edge tonight.
John, this is exactly what Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra was hoping for his team to do. Get off to a quick start, not have to dig out of an early hole.
Now, you referenced it earlier. This is a really interesting game because you have the #1 fastest paced team in the league in Miami against the slowest team, 30th in the league, in the Clippers, who are very methodical, a lot of pick and rolls with some really experienced guys like Leonard and James Harden who can draw fouls.
It was Powell who filled the void of Kawhi Leonard last year. Leonard able to play in just 37 games last season. And Tyronn Lue, the head coach of the Clippers, said Norman Powell helped us win 50 games with his scoring and playmaking.
There's vintage Kawhi Leonard being able to get into that mid-range area. You can never seem to rush him. Able to lean in. He draws a lot of contact and gets to that charity stripe. But I think you make a great point. And that was Norman Powell and his ability to play last year at a career-high 21.8 points a game, and really filled in with Kawhi Leonard out of that lineup. He really helped the Clippers to a tremendous season. with his offensive production.
Andrew Wiggins with the last foul for the Heat. That's Bam. He knocks it in. Bam Adebayo and Miami red hot. Bam has made his first 4 shots. The Heat as a team, 6 out of 7.
And Zubac's an excellent shot blocker and really has been hanging in that paint. And Bam's been able to stretch the floor a bit and get some open outside jumper.
3 on the way for Harden. He drills it. Number 2 all time in threes made. 3,190 career triples as he begins his 17th NBA season. Bam circling, faking on Zubac. An attempt to draw the foul, was unable to. And here comes the big 7-footer out of Croatia, Zubac. Terrific offensive rebound. Underrated center. Heat ahead by 6. That's a 3 by Jones Jr. Comes down to Zubac. He averaged almost 4 offensive rebounds a game last year. He just got 2 in a row for his first score.
Yeah, you see why. Just a big body, 7 feet, great length, 240 pounds, finishing around the rim at a high percentage.
He'd get a wide open look from Davion. He missed the through. Loose ball off of Jones, but Derrick Jones Jr. able to gather it in. The Clippers making a move back after falling behind early by 10. Harden again, and he triples again. Same spot for the 11-time All-Star.
He is really comfortable out there beyond the arc. Heat helping, and that's leaving him too open there in that comfort zone off the right-hand dribble. 8
straight points by the Clippers. Pelle Larsson has a chance to put a stop to that. He's going to get a couple of free throws here. So Larsson making his 4th consecutive start.
James Harden in his 17th season, still one of the challenging guys to guard. Loves that comfort zone, right-hand dribble as a left-hand player. Pulls it back up behind the 3-point line to create space at 6'5", shooting over top of the defense. Scored 20-plus points in 4 straight games after opening with a 15-point game. So this guy's still playing at such a high level in his 17th season.
It's incredible. Number 11 all-time scorer, 13th all-time in assists, 2nd in threes, 1st team All-NBA 6 times, 3 times the league scoring champ. Yes, 100% certain this man, when his playing days are over, will reside in Springfield, Mass. at the Hall of Fame. That Pelle Larsson will miss that. Two-point lead for the Heat. 7.5 left here in the opening quarter from the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Kawhi Leonard from downtown. He drills it. First Clippers lead of the game at 16-15. The Clippers with 3 early triples. 2 from Harden, 1 from Leonard. Wiggins on a duck in, losing the ball to Leonard. The hit ahead for Derrick Jones Jr. And a foul. Well, self-inflicted wounds here midway through the first quarter for the Heat.
Yeah, the turnovers hurt Miami last night against the Lakers, and here it is again. The Clippers able to pitch that one ahead to the athletic Derrick Jones Jr., former Heater, who's able to finish in transition. And one opportunity for Derrick Jones.
Derrick Jones, undrafted after his career at UNLV. His 10th year in the league. Did spend 3 seasons in Miami. Played in over 130 games for the Heat. And John, he's been a starter the last couple of seasons for the Clippers.
Nice role player with them because of his athleticism. A good defender, and he's become a more consistent offensive player, averaging over 10 points a game early in the season.
We got a 16-3 Clippers run right now. Bam missing on the 3. All of a sudden, the Clippers with momentum after the Heat jumped in front 12-2.
Come on, James.
Harden using the Zubac screen to try to gain an advantage. Bam might have got a piece, and we're going to get a rebounding foul on the defensive end for the Heat.
That's vintage James Harden. Makes a couple threes, forces you to come out further to guard him, and then able to get down the hill and use his size with a little hesitation dribble. And really fortunate he misses that hook shot, but big Zubac right there able to draw the foul.
Pelle Larsson picking up his first foul of the game. Now the Clippers on a 16-3 answer. That's a Los Angeles rally. Beal, uncontested jumper. Too easy for the 14-year man out of the University of Florida, Bradley Beal.
Coming right off a circle cut inside. Good offseason pickup there.
Norman Powell able to get to the basket and connect. So Powell with 7 first-quarter points.
Love how sharp he looks after missing the last 3 games. Had that right groin strain. Not an easy injury to continue to improve upon. It can linger, but he looks sharp out there. 7 points on 3 of 3 shooting.
Both teams playing well offensively. Zubac bumping with Bam and missing on the jump hook. Adebayo comes away with his 4th rebound here in the opening quarter. Powell accelerating pass hard, and Zubac erased it. Pretty block shot for the 7-footer. Harden finds Beal, corner 3. And look at Larson hustle for that rebound. He continued to push tempo. Wiggins right at Zubac.
So good on the move. Love him as a target on the move. This time right down the middle. The Heat find Andrew Wiggins, and he answers with a hanging layup.
The Heat have been the 2nd best fast break team in the league this year, averaging just over 20 points a game in transition. Leonard in and out, and another rebound for Bam Adebayo. Number 2 rebounder in the history of the Miami Heat franchise, trailing only Udonis. Oh, he was again foul hunting and did not get the whistle.
Yeah, awkward shot there for Bam. Really forced that one up.
Here's Leonard on a turnaround from the baseline, and he does get a foul called. Norman Powell going to pick up his 2nd.
Tough guy to guard. With his ability to lean in and draw fouls, as Kawhi Leonard there. Norman Powell just getting a little bit too physical and close there to Kawhi Leonard.
4th team foul on the Heat. Kawhi at the stripe for a couple. Gives us a chance to check in with Honda.
Sick car, man.
I charge my phone. Can I get the Wi-Fi, please?
Let's put it in sport mode.
Loaded with features for everyone. How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra.
Well, Powell picking up his 2nd personal foul there. He will come out. So will Bam Adebayo. Kel'el Ware and Jaime Jaquez Jr. check in. Jaquez Jr. been a game-changing player as the Heat's 6th man so far this year.
Really
Bam, by the way, off to a nice start too, John, with 9 points and 5 rebounds.
I'd like to get back to Jaquez Jr. He has just been an absolute spark. This bench is the #1 scoring bench in the association, and he's leading the way. Just about 50 points a game for the Heat bench. And Jaquez Jr., a huge part of that, averaging over 18 points a game with his ability to attack. His drive numbers are elite. He's the highest driver getting into the paint of anybody on the Heat right now. And he's doing that off the bench.
10-point first quarter for Kawhi Leonard. 7 on the shot clock for Larson. Good defense by Derrick Jones Jr. Chris Dunn and Chris Paul, the new Clippers backcourt. Here's Leonard working on Larson. Turns middle. Oh, man, he's on fire. Kawhi Leonard, a dozen first-quarter points. He's going to take a timeout and talk it over on the defensive end. A red-hot start for Clipper Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard in total rhythm right now, getting to the between the legs and loves the spin move. This time fakes the spin, back to the mid-range game, able to convert that shot for his 12th point. Kawhi Leonard showing why he's a absolute closer and finisher, but he's doing it early here, attacking in that mid-range game, but also stretching the floor out beyond the arc. He's really crafty, working inside with those spin moves and using his body to be able to draw fouls and get to the line. But right now, Kawhi in great rhythm. Love to see the Heat try to deny him, try to prevent him from getting the ball initially, because once he gets it, he just has this knack of really controlling the flow of the game and getting to a spot on the floor where he's most comfortable.
On the offensive end, been cohesive early for the Heat. Here's Davion Mitchell, turns the corner to the paint for the runner. Davion Mitchell's first score. He's averaging 9 points and 7.5 assists per game. He's got a 4.5-to-1 assist-turnover ratio.
Love the way he picks his spots. He's 2nd on the league in drives behind only Jaime Jaquez Jr. in terms of getting in that paint and finding guys with kick-out passes.
Oh, Kel'el Ware, good defense inside on Zubac. Mitchell vacuums up the loose ball. Fontecchio in for the first time tonight. Wiggins tees up a triple. Rimmed out to Zubac. 3-point Clippers lead, 3:40 to play here in the opening quarter. We're looking at the 40-year-old point guard in Chris Paul. 21st season out of Wake Forest. Leonard crowded by Fontecchio. That's John Collins. Collins trying to post. Gets doubled. Shot clock at 2. Loose ball to Jaquez. Block shot and excellent defense. Here comes Davion. Finding Fontecchio. 3 on the way. Kaboom.
Really good ball fake. Slides to his left to stay behind that three-point line. That's the footwork we see from all the top three-point shooters in the league. Fontecchio back in the scoring column.
Fontecchio's team-leading 19th triple ties the game at 24. There's only 3 minutes left in an eventful first quarter. Kawhi sends it out. Chris Paul will send it up. And gets it back. Deflected by Fontecchio, and Simone comes up with a steal. He's looking to reclaim the lead. Wiggins against John Collins. Oh, book that for Andrew Wiggins. A spinner for the 12-year vet out of Kansas. Makes it 7 unanswered points for the Heat.
Great footwork there by Wiggins, able to get to that turnaround. Little step away action there for him.
John Collins, a corner 3, and it comes down to Fontecchio. And the Heat continue to push tempo. Fontecchio loses that out of bounds.
Fontecchio on the draw and kick action, ball fake. Collins goes flying by, and he slides to his left to stay behind the line, gets his legs under him, and Wiggins getting to that turnaround jumper. Look at how he pushes off the right foot back away from the defender to be able to create some space there. It's amazing the footwork these athletes have here to be able to create that angle of attack and get their shots off.
Drew Smith and Nikola Jovic are in the game for Miami. Nearly a turnover. Paul gets it back. Finds Chris Dunn. And he knocks it down. A triple for the 10-year veteran out of Providence College. 1-point Clippers lead. Minute 38 left first quarter. These two teams getting at each other. Nice pass. Jaquez, Ware will get to the free throw line. And Jaime Jaquez Jr. has unlocked a safe of riches for the Heat on the offensive end with his dribble drive.
So good last night with the 31 points. This time getting inside, drawing multiple defenders, including the big man Lopez. And that allows Kel'el Ware to fill in, get his hands ready, and catch that drop-off pass and draw the foul.
Isn't Kel'el Ware still a very young man at 21 years of age? Played 64 games last year. Started 41 games in his career. A lot for a young guy to handle, and maybe in the short term, coming off the bench might help him.
Well, I think we'll see situationally, depending on the opposing team's lineup. If it's a bigger team where Heat needs size and maybe the team will play a little bit slower, we'll see Kel'el with Bam in that front court. But a team like this that plays smaller with Kawhi at the floor, it's just logical to go with a smaller defender out there to start.
John Collins with that turnover for the Clippers. That's their third of the game. The Heat with only 2 turnovers. Miami shooting 58% here in the first quarter. They have 9 assists on their 11 field goals. That's what we meant earlier, saying the Heat look cohesive on the offensive end.
Yeah, so far the pace really good for Miami in the way they're playing. But the Clippers hanging in there. They got so many proven scores on their team.
Shot clock at 13. Jovic in traffic. Gets fouled by Chris Paul. Chris Paul will pick up his first. The Clippers now over the limit. Heat go into the bonus with a minute 12 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it might be a two-shot foul, but it's really on the floor. He wasn't gathered, but it's in the bonus, so it'll be 2 shots regardless here. Hopefully this can get Jovic going a bit. Love to see him continue to play physical.
Let's pause for a message from FPL.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long, training teams to act at a moment's notice. FPL, working for you every single day.
A look at the famed wall here at the Intuit Dome. Clippers fans doing their best to taunt opposing free throw shooters. Now the free throws by Jovic give Miami a 3-point lead. Final minute of this opening quarter. 12 points for Kawhi Leonard, 9 points, and 5 rebounds for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, Heat in the 2-3 zone, changing it up.
Dunn had it blocked by Kel'el Ware. That thing went 3 rows deep into the seats.
Big time timing there. And just knocked it out with authority. Took off a little early, did Dunn, and Boy, too much space for the quick reaction there. And Khalil showing some spark.
His
That swat.
fifth block this season for Khalil. 3 on the shot clock. Dunn trying to get it off. He did, and we're quick to that defensive rebound. Well, he with a 3-point lead. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Jovic on the move against Kawhi. That was a very tough shot.
Yeah,
Loose ball to Paul. And he traveled.
Going to his left, shooting across his body against a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year in Kawhi Leonard. Really hard shot to try to make there by Jovic. Heat fortunate there on the turnover. Will be side out.
Another 30-point quarter for the third highest scoring team in the NBA this year. The Miami Heat averaging 124.5 points a game. The cutting Fontecchio got it from Drew Smith and put it in the bank.
I love what this bench does for Miami. Great lift. Fontecchio with the time cut, but it's Drew Smith. Great dribble penetration on the drop-off.
Heat have been one of the better first quarter scoring teams in the NBA this year. 5-point Heat lead, 6 on the shot clock, just a second more on the game clock in the quarter, and Leonard does it again. A triple for Kawhi. It's his second tray. He has 15 first quarter points. Jaquez missing as the first quarter comes to a close with fireworks in early November here in Inglewood, California. How about a 32-30 start for the Heat? Norman Powell and Bam Adebayo, they combined for 16 first quarter points. Great to have Storm and Norman back in the saddle for the Heat. Here in Los Angeles, California with your deal of the game. Heat Nation staying up late. How about select tees for $15 for your late night loyalty? Scan the QR code, purchase your Heat tees right now. Here's some Heat fans here at the Intuit Dome. Everywhere we go, people sporting their Heat gear and rooting for their team.
Love that Bam jersey, looking tight. Vice.
Really open up the second quarter here in Los Angeles. Actually in Inglewood, California, a suburb of Los Angeles. A 32-30 Heat lead. Really jumped in front early, 12-2. Kawhi Leonard, 15 first quarter points as Collins rings up a three.
He's a versatile guy at 6'9". In his 9th season, he's part of that trade that sent Powell to Miami, coming over from Utah.
Yeah, 3-team deal. Fontecchio down the middle for the scoop. The Heat attacking that Clipper defense. Fontecchio with 7 points off the bench. Good setup by Niko Jovic. The assist piling up for the Heat. 11 assists on their 13 scores.
I love how Fontecchio just mixes up his game. You know, everyone thinks of him as purely a 3-point shooter, but he really cuts and moves and can handle the ball.
James Harden not shooting a lot, but shooting very accurately tonight. 3 of 4 from the field for his 8 points. Clippers back in front. Jaquez down the highway for the score. Jaime Jaquez Jr. 22 points in the paint last night. He's tied for 6th in the NBA in paint points. He's scoring almost 14 a game in the paint this year.
I think he's not top of the scouting report. They've made it harder for him so far tonight.
Ooh, Collins got pushed by Jaquez. Connected on the score plus the foul.
Oh, that penetration by James Harden. Getting inside. Pulled 2 Heat defenders over to him and allowed John Collins to walk in from the baseline there underneath the defense. As Fontecchio had to leave him, he's open and able to concentrate and finish. And one opportunity for John Collins.
John Collins, all 6 games off the bench this year for the Clips. He's been very effective in their victories on both ends of the floor, doing the blue-collar work for them, plus giving them scoring. The Clippers with a 1-point lead. The lob and the slam. Jovic lobbing it up, and Khalil. John Heat crushed that.
Just great connectivity between those two. Khalil really locked in right now, and Jovic with the hard drive and lob.
Brook Lopez at a corner, missing that 3. Ware tipping it around and retrieving it. A very attentive Khalil Ware coming off the Heat bench with impact tonight.
Love his activity.
Drew Smith all the way in, and Jaquez slams it through. Oh, the paint machine is back on.
Yeah, you're exactly right. 22 to 12 to the Heat overall winning that battle in the paint, but they're playing so much faster. The Clipper defense scrambling.
And there's Brook Lopez, the 7'1" center out of Stanford, 18 years into his NBA career. 7 Clipper threes already. It's Fontecchio, magnifico! A corner three as he was flying out of bounds, plus a foul.
Oh my, he is just looking so good out there right now. Ball fake this time going to his left, and how about that concentration as Collins makes contact? And 1 4-point play possibly for the Italian Stallion.
For the magic number, John, a chance at a 4-point play, and Fontecchio has made his first 4 shots. 10 points, actually now 11 in just 7 minutes.
He has just been such a pleasant surprise with what he's been doing on the offensive end for Miami.
4-point Heat lead is Drew Smith. Pesters James Harden as he moves it into the front court. 9:20 left, third quarter. Good start for the Heat. They're in a 2-3 zone defense here.
Trying to prevent some of this penetration from James Harden with that zone.
Harden forcing up a 3. Gets a late whistle from Ray Acosta. And he's going to get 3 free throws for them. Heat's first team foul of the quarter. It's going to go against Nikola Jovic, his first foul of the game. James Harden will go to the free throw line for 3 shots. Harden playing 33 minutes a game, John. 22 points a game with 9 assists, almost 5 rebounds a night. Remember, he was the 3rd pick back in the 2009 draft by Oklahoma City in his first 3 seasons with the Thunder.
And he averages 6.5 free throws a game. He's so crafty, leaning in, drawing that contact. Big physical guy, too, at 6'5", almost 230 pounds. Not going to blaze by you, but what he does do a great job of is he gets a step and he seals his defender, leans on him, gets to that runner. Able to draw those fouls by ball faking and using that body.
Longtime Heat fans might remember back to the 2012 NBA Finals when the Thunder had James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. Harden really struggled in that final against Miami, but the Heat prevailed in to win their 2nd title. And if you remember, Harden was held at 12 points on 38% shooting in that NBA Final back in 2012. Well, Collins picks up his 3rd foul on the driving Jaquez. He's side out for the Heat with just over 9 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Heat ahead by a point. Fontecchio, quick release. Drew Smith, he tapped it out of bounds. And the Clippers will get possession.
It's a bit of a heat check there for Fontecchio. He was feeling it perfect from the field. Just didn't have enough lift on that one. Came flying off that left wing to catch it dead in the middle there, but his balance just taking him away from the basket. It's a tough shot.
Bradley Beal looking at that zone defense. This is Brook Lopez. Loading up for the jump hook, and he drops it in. Lopez, 9 years with the Nets, 1 year with the Lakers, and the last 7 with the Bucks.
Well, they've got 9 guys with 10 or more years of experience, and they just know how to take their time and score.
Good defensive reflection by Lopez. 1-point Clippers lead. They're looking for more, and they find it. Bradley Beal. 2nd score for Beal, a 3-point lead for LA. Jaquez on the move. Open is Ware. Kaboom! Well, Ware knocking in that triple, his 7th 3 of the year. And has a 7-0 run by the Clippers, ties the game at 47. 8 minutes left in the first half.
Heat matching up pretty well in the zone. They're setting that high screen to let Harden get downhill.
Harden taking an extra step there. Lopez launching. This time he missed, and it's Gilchrist that emerges with it. Nico pushing. Working against Beal. Gets tangled up. Jaquez keeps it in play to Fontecchio. Khalil. Kaboom! 2 in a row for the 7-footer from downtown.
John Collins laid on the closeout. Young Khalil letting it rip from the corner. Shooting right over the top. And Ware right now a perfect 3 for 3, including 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. This bench with 27 points for Miami.
You have enjoyed the most prolific bench in the NBA this year. Almost 50 points per game for a team that's averaging 124.5 points a night. Got 27 bench points already in this game. Time now for our fantastic play, the Kel'el Ware Slam.
That is just such a great setup by Nico, too. Throwing it right over the top of Brook Lopez, who's a force inside as a shot blocker. Kel'el rising high to go get it.
Kel'el Ware with 10 of those 27 bench points. John, the Heat getting an excellent effort out of their young big man here in the first half at the Intuit Dome, where Miami has a 3-point lead. Heat shooting 61% here in the half. 16 assists on their 19 field goals. Jaquez with the steal. Hits ahead for Jovic, and the chase is on. Yes, sir. Nico finishing the deal.
Good
The
work.
steal and the score.
Good work by the Heat defense, too. Jaquez able to come up with that deflection and then snuff it into a steal and allow Nico to run ahead.
Yeah, he benched 29 points on 70% shooting. Phenomenal work. 5-point Heat lead. Under 7 minutes left in the half.
Heat playing the zone and they're making things tough.
Well, Miami on a 7-0 run. The possession continues for the Clippers. Shot clock reset for Beal. And it trickles off to Nico Jovic. Nico at 6'10", can initiate. Finds Kel'el underneath on Harden. Second try. Oh, he needed a third, but Brook Lopez stepped in front. Harden on the attack. Lopez on the launch pad. And a long rebound hustle too by Smith. Kel'el makes the catch and puts it in.
Great ball fake there as Lopez came flying at him and just uses the glass effectively. Kel'el in a great rhythm right now with 12 points on 4 of 6 shooting.
9 unanswered points for the Heat to go ahead in front by 7. That's Derrick Jones Jr. He drills that triple. His 10th 3 of the season is first in tonight's game. The Heat lead at 54 to 50. Clippers with 8 first half threes. Norman Powell's back in for the Heat as Jovic got hand checked and fouled by James Harden. Be the second on Harden.
Quick explosive move there. Get Harden moving his feet. As soon as he started sliding right, got those hands out and hip checked Nico Jovic there on the hard drive.
Zubac and Kawhi Leonard back in for the Clippers. Batum and Lopez sit down for the Heat. Jaquez, Drew Smith, and Kel'el Ware go to the bench. Davion Mitchell, Bam, and Wiggins check in. With a steal by Beal. Tries ahead on Wiggins and finishes. Good work by the 32-year-old Bradley Beal. 2-point Heat lead. 5.5 minutes left, second quarter. Wiggins. Now Mitchell going right at Beal. Good hard. Zubac's bringing it down. 7th rebound for him.
Good hard drive, too. I love the way he went attack Bradley Beal there.
Harden triples again. That's his 3rd triple here in the first half. The Clippers with 9 triples. They lead it by 1. And they've scored 8 straight. Norman Powell trying to settle things down for the Heat. 8 on the shot clock. Wiggins against Harden. Mitchell with a second on the shot clock, had it blocked by Derrick Jones Jr., who leaks out ahead. Oh, painful sequence for the Heat.
Boy, oh boy, Jones showing great athletic ability to block that 3-point shot. Looked like he was so far away.
10 straight points for the Clippers. Unplugged a little bit there by the Derrick Jones Jr. foul.
Short clock, and that's how you close out. Derrick Jones Jr. stretching out, gets the deflection on the shot attempt, and then running ahead of the field. And the pitch ahead for an easy lay-in for Derrick Jones Jr.
Davion Mitchell will be more attentive. Jones Jr. with a block shot on Powell, and the Clippers have turned on their defense. Jones Jr. with the flip and the foul on Jovic. What a run back into this game by the Clippers.
Boy, Derrick Jones Jr. taking the defense and turning it into offense. back-to-back possessions with a block and getting ahead of the field here, leaning into the body of Jovic with the momentum and able to draw contact and one opportunity. He's given them a nice lift as of late. Derek Jones Jr. fits in with that starting lineup, kind of a glue guy with between Leonard and Harden and Beal, and making the hustle plays. 9 points here in the first half for him.
The Clippers have now strung together 13 consecutive points. LA with a 6-point lead. This is their biggest lead so far. Davion with the score, drew the foul on Beal as well. Clippers over the limit on Beal's first foul. Davion with a chance at a 3-point play.
I love the feistiness of this young group. Hard drive, they come right back. And Davion taking some contact, and he just bulldozes his way in at 6 feet, going right at Bradley Beal, who's an excellent defender. And one opportunity for Davion.
John, Bradley Beal, for the last 2 seasons with the Phoenix Suns, his route out of there interesting. We'll touch on it later. Powell missing the 3. Zubac's harassed, but he holds on to the rebound. Here comes Beal. Oh, that's right over Davion Mitchell, who'll be called for the blocking foul.
Man, I thought he had good position there, taking that charge. Coming right at the angle, hard attack. And he gambles here going against Beal, and still kind of moving there on the contact, so it's the proper call. Had the positioning, but still moving a bit there. 2 shots for Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal spent his first 11 seasons with Washington, played alongside John Wall for years. But here's what happened to him in Phoenix. They waived and stretched him, meaning that they let him go in July. John, the Suns owe him over $19 million a year for the next 5 seasons. Signed a 2-year deal with the Clippers. Next year is his option. 4-point LA lead. Wiggins on the duck end. Oh. Kicked out. Wiggins keeps it alive. And Zubac comes up with a block. 3:40 left in the half. Kevin Leonard quickly doubled. James Harden, John, that little between the leg dribble gives him rhythm, and Zubac doing what he does best. Offensive board crashing. He's got 4 points, but he's also got 9 rebounds.
Just plays his role to perfection. Very underrated as a center, Zubac.
Oh, that's a pretty move by Bam Adebayo. First score of the quarter for the captain. He's got 11.
Good quick burst. Getting around Zubac and using that rim for protection with the layup.
Pick and roll and slam. Kawhi Leonard and Ivica Zubac executing a pick and roll to perfection. A timeout for the Heat. The Clippers with a 6-point lead.
Tough 2-man game. Hard to play the pick and roll when you're so worried about Kawhi Leonard. Zubac, the quick dive cut. He's got great hands, able to catch and finish the Clippers.
Their special Heat film room session. Amy Audibert and Norman Powell. They're going to go to the movies in a basketball way. That's great stuff. Amy and Norman will take you inside the game. Reed and Crotty high above courtside here at the Intuit Dome. This a brand new building, very unique. By the way, the drive-in in Englewood went right past the former Forum, the former home of the Lakers for a long, long time, and also the SoFi football stadium where the Rams play. It's quite the area here in Englewood now.
I like coming in on that police escort, man. No waste of time with this LA traffic, man. We're ripping through it. I love it.
Through the hands of Norman Powell. It's going to be a backcourt violation against the Heat.
That's pretty efficient with the basketball. That's their 7th turnover. Had 15 last night against the Lakers, but I felt the turnovers they had last night, some of them were really hurtful, where it allowed the Lakers to run out and get easy baskets. These have been more dead ball turnovers where they can get back and set the defense.
Kawhi penetrates and does not finish. The rebound of Jaquez. Heat trailing by 6. 2:23 left, first half. Norman Powell loses the ball to Leonard. Comes Harden. Nice pass for Zubac. Inside Jones Jr. Derek Jones Jr. feasting in the paint. He's got a dozen points for the Clips. And this is their largest lead. They're up by 8. Jaquez. Jaime Jaquez Jr. layup after layup this year.
They're getting to the left side there, finding some open space, and that's just a recipe for him getting in there and finishing at the rim.
He's third in the league, John, in layups, Jaime Jaquez. Third in the league with 28 layups behind only Giannis Antetokounmpo and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's a
Really
pretty nice
impressive
neighborhood for him to be residing in.
Yeah, really impressive. And how about leading our team, coming off the bench with drives at 13 a game. I mean, he is an active driver, both to score, but also to pass and set up his teammates.
Good double gets it out of Leonard's hands in the Harden. And that didn't work out so well afterward. James Harden with his fourth made triple of the night. He's got 17 points. That came with 2 on the shot clock.
Crazy range, too.
Jaquez Jr., good defense by Jones Jr. Clippers by 9 now. This is their biggest lead. Leonard, short from 3, gets it right back and puts it in. 17 points for Leonard, his first score of this quarter, and the Lakers' lead has grown to 11. And John, this is the second straight first half. The Heat in Los Angeles have allowed over 70 points.
Yeah, not closing well the last 3-4 minutes here has been all LA, and they're the ones running in transition off of miscues.
Look out, Jones Jr. goes skydiving, but missed it.
Got numbers here.
Powell to the paint. All the way to the basket. Chance at a three-point play for Norman.
Oh, my. Good work. It was 5-on-4. Norman Powell able to push and find an open lane to attack and just Euro steps right around Kawhi Leonard there. And one opportunity for Norman Powell, who now has 9 points for Miami.
That foul was on Chris Dunn, his first of the game. John, last night across town in downtown Los Angeles, the Heat gave up 77 points to the Lakers in the first half, wound up surrendering a season-high 130 points last night. As see Derek Jones Jr. walking off that Clippers bench, he may be headed to the dressing room. But John, while the offense has been exquisite, the defense not so much here in the last 2 nights.
Got to tighten it up.
Wow. Harden a long 3. A 2-for-1 situation there, and did not pan out for him or his club. Beat down by 8. A 6-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Powell with 3 on the 24 will let it fly. And he got fouled by Chris Dunn.
What a bad foul. And got into the body there of Norman Powell. It was well outside the three-point line, too. 3 shots here for Norman Powell, really helping Miami. Crazy closeout.
Very unlike Chris Dunn, John, who was a 2-time Big East Player of the Year and 2-time Defensive Player of the Year when he was a Providence College Friar back in the Big East.
Yeah, I would tell you that's one of his strengths here in the NBA is his ability to defend, but really got caught out of position and lunged his way back in there.
Yeah, just over 7 seconds left in the half. Let's sneak in a quick word from Doral Kia.
Take advantage of a Pricito now on all of your favorite new Kia models. Like a new Kia K5, Sportage, Sorento, Soul, and more.
And Norman Powell back here in LA playing against the team he played for the last 4 seasons. He's just so happy to not only have him on the roster this year, but to have him back in the lineup after missing the last 3 games. Time winding down in the first half as Harden gets in and Jaquez pulls it down. And that will end our first half of play here in LA. Well, the Heat give up 71, but they get 66 in a high-flying, competitive first half of hoops. 4 Heat players in double figures, including Norman Powell, who has 13 points. Kawhi Leonard leads the Clippers with 17. Clippers trying to stay unbeaten at home. The Heat hoping to end a 2-game losing streak here on the road. Your Chevy halftime report is now. Road trip plenty of juice offensively. It was a terrific offensive half. 66 points, 20 assists for Miami. More strong efforts from the Heat bench. Look at that 33-13 advantage. On the other side of the coin, Miami likes to play better defense than to give up 70-plus points in consecutive first halves here on this trip in L.A., John.
Yeah, it's been a lot of points to give up for sure, but this is a talented Clipper team with some Hall of Fame guys scoring the basketball, and James Harden and Kawhi Leonard in particular.
Miami was cohesive. When they were moving the ball and attacking, they looked good on offense.
I thought the way the team moved the basketball was excellent. The driving kick game was on point. This bench group really set up each other well and really created Miami to get onto a nice scoring run. Hard attacks to the paint continue to be very favorable for Miami. They're making the extra pass, little give and go action here to Fontecchio, who's been really strong both inside and out. And Niko Jovic, the lob here to the big man. Kel'el Ware has given the Heat a nice lift with 12 points as well. So really nice job by that bench.
By the way, for the Heat, this is the first of 15 back-to-back sets they'll play this year. The Clippers are in the front end of a back-to-back. They have Oklahoma City Thunder in this building tomorrow night. Well, Miami, a 56% shooting first half. The Heat with the same lineup that started the game. Norman Powell, Pelle Larsson, Davion Mitchell, Bam Adebayo, and Andrew Wiggins. For the Clippers, Derek Jones Jr., who limped off late in the second quarter, is starting the third period for LA alongside Bradley Beal, Ivica Zubac, James Harden, and Kawhi Leonard. Leonard and Harden each had 17 first half points. Here's Kawhi. Always under control, John. The economy of movement, his game is so precise and efficient.
Yeah, and there's a lot of counter stuff to what everyone's doing now analytically because he's so good on those mid-range pull-up jumpers. He continues to stay in a strong suit, can certainly stretch the floor as a three-point shooter, but he's just elite with those pull-ups in that 15 to 18-foot area.
Leonard at the age of 34. He's played in every game this year for the Clippers and is playing 32 minutes a night. Norman Powell came up short. Ivica Zubac down with his 11th rebound of the game. Clippers ahead by 7. We're in our first minute of the third quarter. Here's Beal, short jumper, spins out to Bam. Bam with 11 first half points. Norman Powell had 13. Kel'el Ware had 12. Bounces off for Wiggins. Quiet night for Andrew with just 4 points. Oh, the steal by Larsson, darting in front of Leonard. And almost no reaction at all by the Clippers defense.
They just gave up on it. Pelle Larsson, quick burst to get on top of the rim. Knocked down his first bucket.
That will not go in the transition defense Hall of Fame, will it?
No.
Leonard swarmed by Bam. Now it's Zubac with a mismatch. He gets doubled and kicks it back out for Beal, who triples. That's good inside-out basketball for LA.
Unselfish play. Zubac finding Beal out there beyond the arc, and he's able to convert. Clippers already with 11 made threes.
Davion Mitchell scooping it up with the left hand. 6 points tonight for Davion. Mitchell last night had an 8 assist, 1 turnover effort against the Lakers. Heat trailing by 6. Couple minutes into the third. Harden, oh, his skip pass stolen by Pelle Larsson. The Heat have numbers. 3 on 3 as the Clippers get back. The deflection is scooped up by Bam. He drives it on Zubac. Look out. And hits the jump hook.
Love the composure. Took his time. Went right at Zubac. He's got the foot speed advantage. Gets to that footwork he's comfortable with that right hand hook. Bam right now knocking down his, let's see, 5th shot.
Yeah,
Sixth shot.
By a nice 6 for 9, which reminds me, he had a season low 11 field goal attempts against the Lakers last night. It's better for the Heat when he's more involved offensively.
Agreed, and going a little bit more to the rim this time. I like when he can mix it up and step outside, but if he gets too perimeter oriented, it takes him away from the rim where he can make hustle plays and get some offensive rebounds.
That was a 5-second violation. Terrific on-ball defense here by Pelle Larsson. John, he does a lot of things that has won him the trust of his teammates and his coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's starting in another game. I mean, he was good against the Lakers last night with 17 points. And makes a lot of energy plays, can guard multiple defenders. And bam, we saw him with the hook. This time a hard right-hand drive. He wanted a 2-shot foul, but it'll be side out Miami in the front court.
Well, Zubac, physical player that he is, picking up his first foul. Heater hanging right in there. Both teams right now hovering around 55% shooting. It's a high-level offensive game.
It really is. It's very entertaining. There's so much skill on display here, so much shot making. People may think this is easy. These are tough shots these guys are making.
What a pinpoint pass by Bam for a Wiggins layup.
Little high-low action. Bam, the facilitator, right over the top, his third assist.
Well, it's 25 assists, John. You were point guard for a profession. 25 assists on 29 scores tonight.
A rare pick and roll, and the Heat go to the high area there, the top of the key, and it's Wiggins on a duck cut inside, getting behind the defense. 2 more points in the paint for Miami, where they lead 42-32 over the Clippers, scoring in that painted area.
By the way, it's 23 assists for the Heat, not 25, as it bounces in for Bam. Oh, Adebayo triples for the second time tonight. He's got 16 points, and the Heat have retaken the lead with 8 unanswered points. We get our 14th lead change of the night.
Touch it up, Bam. There you go. 8-0 run for Miami. Great start here in the third for your Miami Heat.
A cup like never before when you buy 3 tickets for the price of 2 and receive the opportunity to take a photo on the court after the November 26th matchup in Miami against the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's what you do. Scan the QR code. The rest is easy. You can purchase your tickets to the November 26th Miami-Milwaukee game right this very moment. It's almost the midnight hour back in the heart of Heat Nation in the 305, the 954, and the 561. We welcome you back inside the Intuit Dome. Eric Reed, John Crotty, and our FanDuel Sports Network crew. 8 straight Heat points to take a 1-point lead, John. 8:44 left here in the third quarter. Little late-night NBA viewing. Kawhi Leonard jackknifed that jumper up. He was looking for foul, and we finally get a whistle late. Michael Smith, the senior member of this crew. Michael Smith, by the way, the longest tenured official in the NBA at 33 years. Let's see where they find this foul. They call it on Bear. His first of the game. There's Michael Smith, 33 years into his NBA career as an official. Longest tenure. James Harden turns the corner. Pitches out for Beal. Oh, a dagger from the baseline for Bradley Beal. That's his second triple. They've both come in this quarter. Beal with a dozen, and the Clippers have the lead back. Wiggins connects from downtown. First triple tonight for Wiggins. He's got 9 points. The Heat jump back ahead.
Good shot for Wiggs. That'll open up that hard driving game that really makes him special. What a matchup he and Kawhi Leonard going at it.
Well, there's 16 lead changes already. We still got most of the second half ahead of us. Look out, Powell forcing the turnover. Norman Powell, the help defender.
He saw Zubac turn his head. He left his man, went over there and knocked it hard off his leg.
The 11th Clippers turnover. Davion Mitchell. Nice pass. Bam! Gets it, plus a foul.
Oh, Davion. What a setup by the point guard there. 2-man game. We're going to start with some defense, though, here first. Norman Powell coming over and just knocking that handoff right off the leg. And Davion threading the needle to the cutter. It's Bam Adebayo with the catch and finish. And one opportunity. Love the start here in the first quarter by the Miami Heat starters.
Bradley Beal picking up that foul. That was crafty work by Davion Mitchell tonight. He has 7 assists. And Mitchell continues to play really well. No turnovers tonight for Davion with those 7 assists. The Heat in front by 3. 7:28 left in the third. Mitchell with a steal, and Harden, who turned it over, commits the foul.
That could be it's a take. It's a take foul. That's what Michael Smith's calling. That's a great scenario for Miami. Right here, you see the grab as Mitchell tries to run out and get to the fast break. The grab right there by James Harden results in a take foul, so it's a free throw for Miami and then side out with the possession. So Heat up on top now by 4 points and with Miami possession.
Well, it's been a good quarter for Miami so far here in the third period, outscoring the Clippers 17-8. Larson and Mitchell, Wiggins, Adebayo, and Powell for Miami. Mitchell defended by Beal, bouncing for Powell, finding Bam. Adebayo on a reset, but dotted line hook would not cooperate, and Zubac coming down with his 13th rebound of the game. Harden against Larson. Lethal crossover. Good D by Pella. Good box out by Bam, and it's knocked out by Zubac. On every possession, a battle.
I love how Pella Larson stayed in front. Harden wears on a lot of the smaller guards. So Coach Spoelstra putting Pella Larson on him, who's similar in size at 6'5", about 215, 220 pounds, and he's able to physically manage that matchup with Harden.
Beal able to knock it free from Mitchell. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay with Heat possession and 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bradley Beal. This is his fourth game and his fourth start with the Clippers. Sat out 2 games with a sore knee. Into Wiggins. And he gets pushed by Kawhi Leonard. What's interesting to me, John, Leonard and Harden each had 17 first half points. Between them, they've got 2 in this quarter.
Yeah, it's been much harder. Miami doing a better job. I think the pace right now is favoring Miami too. They're getting these guys to have to play a lot more defense and to move and be at a disadvantage. And you can see what's happening. They're picking up fouls because they haven't moved their feet well. It's another foul on the Clippers. It's 2 shots here for Norman Powell.
Yeah, they're over the limit, the Clippers, with 6:44 left in the quarter, and the Heat with just 1 team foul.
Yeah, a lot of time here to play aggressively and maybe get some more fouls called against the Clippers and let Miami get to the free throw line. They're 12 and 15 tonight.
Let's pause for a message from FPL.
At FPL, we plan for storm season all year long, training teams to act at a moment's notice. FPL, working for you every single day.
The Heat up by 6 here with 6.5 left in the third quarter as Leonard gets 2 back on a hard drive and finish. 21 now for Kawhi Leonard. Powell sets up for 3. Kaboom. Norman Powell, that smooth release. That's his second triple of the night. He's got 19 points, and the Heat are in front by 7.
I feel like every time he has his feet set beyond the arc, it's going in. Great follow through there by Powell.
Oh, look at that defense by Larson. Made Leonard go to the deck, and we're going to get a jump ball. Larson right now breathing fire.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard wanted a timeout when he went down to the floor, but look at Larson on the pursuit. And Leonard trying to call timeout, but Bam right on top of him. And referee Michael Smith calling a jump ball, as in Kawhi did not have control of it to call the timeout before Bam just wrapped it up.
John, Pella Larson, second-round pick out of Arizona last year, originally from Stockholm, Sweden. He's winning the late-night hearts of Heat Nation, but more than that, he is earning his keep as a starter. That's going to be a hard man to dislodge from this lineup. The Heat get the ball back with a 7-point lead. 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Bam lifts it up and scores. So Bam Adebayo puts Miami up by 9. Look at the pressure defense by Mitchell, harassing Harden. Adebayo, by the way, with 20 points tonight. Look at that. The Heat just ball hawking everywhere. Zubac travel. Miami forces the turnover. They are feeling the Heat defense here in Inglewood right now, folks.
Suffocating, swarming defense, turning these guys in a huge way. Poor spacing by the Clippers. Zubac almost gets ripped here and then just fumbles. Look at him changing his pivot foot. That's just great defense by Miami. 14th turnover for the Clippers, and Miami's been able to score 28 points off those 14 turnovers.
John, it's 8 Clippers turnovers in this quarter to none for Miami. And isn't that ironic? After giving up 71 first half points, the Heat come out and play some of their best defense of the season in this quarter.
Really impressive. it's one-on-one defense where they're containing the ball handler, but then they're getting some opportunistic double teams to create steals.
And Bam Adebayo going to get 2 free throws with Miami up by 9 points. What a quarter this has been for the Heat, John. They've outscored LA 24-10. See how much gas the Clippers have in their tank here in the second half. And the Heat playing high octane on the offensive and defensive ends. On the second night of a back-to-back, you look at Tyronn Lue, the 8th-year head coach of the Clippers. He and Eric Spoelstra and Mark Few, the Gonzaga coach, serving as Olympic assistants to Steve Kerr. John, that's a group that still has these group texts and emails, and that is a close group of coaches who gained a great bond and a great deal of respect and knowledge from each other over the last couple of summers. That's a 91-81 lead for the Heat with 5:18 left in the third quarter. 25-10 in the quarter, Miami. Derrick Jones Jr. trying to figure the defensive out. 3 on the shot clock. He threw it away on the Larson steal, and then Leonard dribbled it into the backcourt. And Leonard stole it back, fires up an off-balance 3, begging for the foul and not getting it. Well, the Heat up 10 and with the ball. 4:50 left in the third quarter. Pick and roll, Mitchell and Bam. Bam against Derrick Jones Jr. with 7 on the shot clock. A step back. And a rebound for Zubac, his 14th of the game. Well, his 10-point lead for the Heat equals their biggest of the night. Harden driving all the way in. He got fouled by Wiggins. Be the second on Andrew Wiggins.
That was the hardest we've seen James Harden accelerate there to get to the basket. He's changing his speeds. Hard left-hand drive there, picking up that foul on Wiggins. Just bodies him up there. 2 more shots at the free throw line for James Harden. He's 3 for 3 so far this evening with 17 points and 7 assists.
33rd time James Harden has played against the Heat in the regular season. He's averaged 24 points a game against Miami. He's been such a terrific individual player through his long career that now reaches season 17. Harden, 36 years old. Bam out, Kel'el Ware in. Both guys have played well tonight. 21.7 boards for Bam. Kel'el Ware was really impressive in the first half. 12 points, 2 block shots. 19 points now for Harden. Miami in front by 8. 4:23 left here in the third. Larson lets it fly. Oh, you talk about a young man emerging, confidence, burgeoning. Production been amazing. He gives the Heat the largest lead of the night at 11, and Larson does it again. He drew an offensive foul.
Both ends of the floor. He's impacting this game, Pelle Larsson. The 3-point shot on one end and right back on the defensive side. He has been a factor, both Harden and Kawhi Leonard. Here's the straight up catch and shoot as Harden played off him. They don't really know what to make of Larson yet, not knowing him, and on that little exchange there, able to draw the foul.
Mitchell gets in and scores. Mitchell with 8 points. Miami now leads by 13. Biggest lead of what's been a very competitive game.
They are playing with great spirit right now in a back-to-back. Great energy. But how about the competitive nature of this Heat team?
Dunn from the corner knocks it down. A triple for Chris Dunn. Both of his scores have been triples. He has 6 points. 3:38 left in the third. Hawkins driving on Kawhi. Wiggins in the corner against Dunn. To the paint for the turnaround, and he knocks it in. The poise of Andrew Wiggins.
He's really good at that turnaround jumper. He just uses that length. He can fade away and shoot right over the top of defenders.
I hope you're enjoying this late night offense, Heat Nation. The Heat shooting 60% from the field in this game. Wiggins picks up that foul.
What a creative ball fake, E. This is a pretty unique ball fake. Remember Chris Jackson, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf? He did this same type of ball fake where he would actually lift his arms all the way up in the air, and he gets Big Wiggins to bite there. and draws the foul. 2 shots here for Kawhi Leonard.
Happy Kawhi is healthy again. He could do his thing late in his NBA career, season number 15. Played collegiately at San Diego. Has 22 points tonight. John, Pelle Larsson's going out of the game right now. I can't imagine a more impactful 6-point performance. He's a plus 11 and plus minus tonight. His defensive energy was contagious. It changed the game in this quarter.
I agree. I totally agree. And, you know, we've seen him also score where he had 17 points in the Clipper game. He had 17 plus points in 2 of the last 3 games. So he can do it all. He's just making winning plays right now.
Jovic and Drew Smith are in for the Heat. Jovic penetrates the lob for Ware, and we get a foul on the Clippers with 2:54 left in a dreamlike third quarter. I know it's late enough where you might be half asleep in bed thinking you're just dreaming. No, folks, this is for real. Toyota. Get deals on Toyota trucks. It's truck month. Toyota, let's go places. Buy rooms to go. Buy the piece, save a little. Buy the room, save a lot. And by Grey Goose, official partner of the Heat. Make time wait. And you remember the date, November 3rd, 1995, the day the Heat franchise changed in such a positive way, one of the most important player acquisitions in the history of the franchise, when Miami and Pat Riley able to trade for Alonzo Mourning. It was painful to give up Glenn Rice, a homegrown draft pick of the Heat, but Alonzo Mourning became part of the Heat's Mount Rushmore, setting the template of the culture. I'm so happy that Zoe was a member of that 2006 NBA championship team for Miami. Yep, the anniversary of the trade 30 years ago. How quickly the time flies. Dutch on the Heat with a 10-point lead, 98-88. 2:54 left, third quarter. Niko Jovic to the free throw stripe for Miami as Eric Spoelstra's team is trying to get their 4th win here in game number 7. And with the Denver Nuggets waiting for the Heat on Wednesday night, this would be a great game to get. The Clippers, by the way, 3-0 at home. Clippers are one of 8 teams unbeaten at home, joining Oklahoma City, the Bulls, Spurs, the Knicks, the Warriors, the Nuggets, and the Heat. Miami 2-0 at home so far. For the Heat with an 11-point lead. Chris Dunn being pressured by Jovic on his hip pocket. Kawhi against Drew Smith. Look how tight. He wears him like a sweatshirt. Look at that defense. John Collins spinning on Jovic. Ware comes over to help. Loose ball. Look at the effort by Ware. He got the rebound, but we're going to get a foul underneath as both Fontecchio went down and Ivica Zubac. I think they're going to get some money for that one.
Zubac's grabbing his head here on this rebound attempt. Like he caught the elbow from Khalil Ware on the back of his head, who's going to pick up the foul.
So Ware gets his first. The Heat's 4th team foul of the quarter.
1 second on the shot clock here, I believe.
Yeah, 14.
Excuse me, 14. I got to reset this.
I guess it depends which shot clock you look at. Chris Paul orchestrating the offense for the Clippers. In the middle of that zone, that's Dunn. Oh, he got that over there somehow.
Tough shot.
Chris Dunn with 8 points off the Clippers bench. 9-point Heat lead. Hyman finds Smith in the corner. Working against Chris Paul. Hands all over. Marquez. Dislodged by Dunn. 3 on the shot clock. This is going to be a turnover. Over and back.
Poor spacing there. Too much dribble one-on-one there as opposed to a quick swing on the perimeter and then drive and attack. Empty possession resulting in a turnover for Miami.
Just the 10th turnover of the game for Miami. On a night where the Heat are shooting 59% from the field, they are 10 of 18 from 3. Rebounds are even in this game. Heat in the zone. In it goes to Collins against Ware, and John Collins scores.
He's good on the move when he catches it, using that athleticism. Able to finish athletically there around Khalil Ware.
Well, Collins with 7 points for the Clippers. 7-point Heat lead. 1:30 left, third quarter. From Jovic.
Oh, my.
Those two keep hooking up tonight.
That was a tough catch, too. Didn't have a great angle. Had to twist to get that one in there.
A missed corner three, missed by Zubac, and then he tips it in again. Ivica Zubac wreaking havoc on the glass. He's got 14 rebounds in this game. Drew Smith right down Broadway. Drew Smith just slicing through that Clippers defense for his first score.
Love what this bench is bringing night in, night out. Top scoring bench in the league at almost 50 points a game and doing it with a high shooting percentage coming into the game at 53% between these guys shooting the ball.
38 bench points tonight for the Heat. Got away with a push. Kel'el Ware with a rebound in traffic, and he lost it. Back to Kawhi Leonard with 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Zubac, mismatch against Drew Smith. And it's going to be a foul on the floor on Drew Smith before any shot. But the Heat are over the limit, so he's going to get 2 free throws anyway. Drew Smith picking up his first foul. 5 Heat scores in double figures, 60% shooting, 54 points in the paint. The Heat offense fun to watch. Everybody's involved. It's a very upbeat club right now. They want the win here in LA against the Clippers. 4 straight losses to the Clippers. Last win against the Clips came back in January of 2023. Zubac makes it an 8-point game. 25 seconds left in the third period. 8-second difference on the shot clock to the game clock. Jaquez in and out for Jaime, and Zubac with another rebound. 17 rebounds tonight for Ivica Zubac. 103-95 Miami. Paul by himself. He missed it. Kawhi Leonard with a rebound. He got it off, but he missed it. So Miami will take an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter inside the Intuit Dome. The Heat with 103 points through 3 quarters. Larson giving you blood and guts and glory. And Bam Adebayo, the Heat captain, 21 points through 3 quarters here on FanDuel Sports Network. The Heat basketball being brought to you by Carnival Cruise Line. The Heat Nation, worth losing sleep over to watch a game like this finish. We welcome you back inside the Intuit Dome. Clippers 3-0 at home, playing in front of a nearly filled building. The Heat 1-3 on the road. Miami through 3 quarters playing an exquisite game offensively. 60% shooting, 30 assists on their 39 field goals. And that's a quick score by the Clippers as we open the fourth quarter here in LA. Jaquez finds Ware, a corner 3. Kaboom! Kel'el Ware. How about that, John? He's got 3 triples in this game. Kel'el Ware with 17 points on 6 of 8 shooting. He is 3 of 3 from downtown.
It's amazing how much he can impact the game. And a deflection there.
This is Ware's best game of the season, and I don't even think it's close. He has been so active. Collins gets a good look at a 3, but he missed it. And look at Ware reach back for his 5th rebound. Heat ahead by 8. First minute of the fourth quarter. Jaquez, he'll take the throw. Bounces off. Rebound in traffic to Chris Dunn. Dunn on the push. He wanted a double dribble. Harden finds Collins. He sets up for 3 and hits. John Collins, couple of threes, 10 points for them. 5-point lead for the Heat. Fontecchio cuts back door. Lopez pressuring Jaquez, made it a tough pass. Clippers upping the intensity of their defense here. 5 on the shot clock. Smith, he got through, but it popped free. And here comes Dunn on the Clippers. Harden. James Harden inducing that foul. Harden will go to the free throw stripe for his 6th and 7th free throws of the game. Jaquez picking up his first foul of the game. That's Miami's first team foul of the fourth quarter. Now, the Heat gave up 41 points in the second quarter. They scored 37 in the third. Miami's been over 30 points every quarter tonight. Let's pause for a word from Hyundai.
Sick car, man.
Can I charge my phone? Can I get the Wi-Fi, please?
Let's put it in sport mode.
Loaded with features for everyone. How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra.
A 4-point Heat lead as Harden goes to the stripe. 20 points for Harden, 23 for Leonard. Harden makes them both. This is a very good free throw shooting team, by the way, the Clippers. Third best free throw percentage in the league, coming in at 86%. Well, Miami leads by 3. Jovic from downtown. Ricochets off to Chris Paul. Clippers trying to make their move here with 10 minutes left. Harden cut off by Jaquez will fire a 3. Rebound fought for. Clippers get it back for Chris Paul. You can almost feel that coming. 7 unanswered points for the Clippers to tie the game at 105. Well, brought to you, as always, by Ocean Bank. Yes, it was a nice, warm reception for Norman Powell, who spent 4 seasons here in L.A. with the Clippers before his July trade to Miami. Powell returning from 3 games on the injured list, 19 points for him in 21 minutes. As for the Clippers, James Harden with 21, Kawhi Leonard with 23, those 2 future Hall of Famers collaborating for 44 Clippers points. It was Pelle Larsson's defensive intensity that changed the energy of the game for Miami in the third quarter. Matter of fact, the Heat went up by as many as 13 with just over 4 minutes left in that third period. But here we are, 10-2 Clippers to open the fourth quarter, and we find ourselves tied at 105 with 9:45 left. John Crotty couldn't ask for any more or any better late-night entertainment, NBA style. It's been a very competitive and enticing game.
It really has. I love the way both teams are going at each other. And it's been an interesting clash of styles. Miami's speed and pace and the more deliberate attack on the Clippers side. And both teams have been seesawing back and forth with their respective styles.
That was Harden's 4th foul, by the way. Jaquez could not hit the shot over Brook Lopez. Jaime struggling tonight. He's 3 for 9 from the field. He does have 5 boards and 5 assists. Struggling only to make shots, not to play the game. That's a turnover, unforced. Harden yelling for a call. He rifled that ball out of bounds. So the Clippers' 14th turnover tonight. The Clippers with 17 turnovers in this game. Game's had 16 lead changes. Fontecchio, not that time.
Good swing there, though, from the right wing to the left wing to give Fontecchio that clean 3-ball look.
Brook Lopez, he'll launch and miss. Jaquez with a rebound.
Boy, he looked completely out of rhythm on that shot.
Well, he had not made a shot yet in the fourth quarter. 0 of 4 from the field. Remember, they were shooting 60% through 3 quarters in this game.
You got the starting unit back in there with the exception of Jaquez, Fontecchio, and Jovic staying in.
8 on the shot clock. Mitchell, left-hand drive, sets up Bam. Air ball off a nice driving kick. 8:35 left. Tie game at 105. Chris Paul against Simone Fontecchio. Jaquez switching out in the John Collins, who misses the off-balance hook. 8th board for the captain. Lopez commits the foul before the shot. First foul on Brook Lopez. Second team foul on the Clippers.
It'll be side out there. Not a shooting foul for Bam. Plenty of time on the clock to get that ball moving again.
You know, the Clippers came into this game, the number 5 scoring defense, giving up 112 points a game. Oh, turnover on Miami. 8:05 left. Harden pulled down by Davion Mitchell, who knocked the ball free and then stolen back by Dunn. Oh, my. A painful sequence right there for the Heat as John Collins wound up with a dunk to give the Clippers a 2-point lead. Jovic attacks back. Missed it. Swept out by Jaquez, but right to Harden. 7:45 left. Harden for the cutting Collins. He just got it. Missing the three. Now you can tell we're in the fourth quarter. Desperate action and effort on both ends. Missed crossed by Lopez. Jovic with a pretty putback.
Good take by Mitchell initially. Has the bigger Lopez on him. Quick burst. Even though he misses, the drive opens up the rim and allows Jovic to cover it from the top. He forced the help, and Jovic right there with the lay-in. We got a tie ball game. Come on.
Heat Live pregame show Wednesday night, presented by Xfinity. It comes your way when the Heat take on the Denver Nuggets Wednesday night. It's a 9 p.m. start, 8:30 for Heat Live. The Heat have always had trouble in Denver. Matter of fact, they lost in the 2023 finals to the Nuggets. They have lost 10 straight regular season games to Denver. The Nuggets tonight with a 130-124 win over Sacramento. Denver 4-2. They have won all 3 of their games at home. Jokic got them 34 points and 14 assists in their victory tonight. This game is tied at 107. 7:12 left on the fourth. Kawhi Leonard yo-yoing against Wiggins. Lopez sets up with 3 on the shot clock. He missed it. Rebound to Dunn. Oh, painful offensive rebounds given up by the Heat in this fourth quarter. That's Leonard. And that's a miss that comes down to Mitchell. They stay tied at 107. Wiggins driving on Kawhi. He ties him up for a jump ball. Well, the Heat offense has been subdued. It's 12-4 Clippers here in the fourth quarter.
Quick whistle on that jump ball, too. I thought Wiggs was able to rip it away and regain control. We had jump ball here between Leonard and Wiggins.
John, the Heat just 1 of 8 from the field in the fourth quarter. How do they get back on the right track offensively?
Love to see them get something from their offense. I'm sorry, excuse me, from their defense, allowing them to get out and get an easy score, because it's been tough here as of late.
Well, the Clippers upping their defensive intensity. Dunn tried to force a turnover. Ball goes out of bounds off of him, leaving the Heat 7 seconds on the shot clock. Chris Dunn, formerly of New London, Connecticut. Bounced around the league, but he's a feisty defender. Into Wiggins on the move. Out to Powell, who will give up the 3 to Larson. 2 to shoot. Wiggins lets it go. Kaboom. Huge possession for the Heat.
You are good.
14 for Wiggins. Both of his triples in the second half.
2 extra passes there. Get Wiggins a clean look straight away, but that Clipper defense is definitely ramped up.
Kawhi Leonard, with just over 6 minutes to play, shoots the turnaround and scores.
Able to change the angle there, taking his time, using his footwork. Does Kawhi Leonard to get to that right foot pivot and lean to change the angle, a little mid-range fadeaway.
25 for him. Wiggins comes back, bounces off. John Collins with an important rebound for them. And a pile up underneath. It's going to be a Heat foul. Brook Lopez goes out. Zubac's back in. James Harden comes in. Chris Paul sits down. There was no foul on that. That's just Clippers ball. 110 to 109 Miami. The Heat in front with 5:40 left. Leonard. 5 on the shot clock for Kawhi. Off balance shot. Bounces back to Wiggins. He's taking some very difficult shots tonight. In and scores.
Really good hesitation going to his left. Has to use that left hand off the glass, holding off the defense with the right shoulder.
21 points for Powell, his first score here in the fourth quarter. Harden using the screen by Zubac. Now back to Ivica. He goes down. Wiggins ripped the ball away. A steal by Wiggins. The Heat with a 3-point lead. Larson going to get away. Gets to the paint. And we get a foul on the drive. Zubac with the foul, his third.
Heat able to get to their top scorer getting to his left hand is Norman Powell. He's got 21 points on 6 of 9, but the defense here tie him up, Andrew Wiggins, and allow Miami to get out into some transition. Pelle Larsson able to draw a foul. He moved the ball to the weak side of the floor, get a 2-on-1, and Pelle Larsson fouled as he drove to the basket.
Miami with 11 steals tonight. Larsson has 3. Davion Mitchell also with 3 steals. Done out. Derek Jones Jr. returns for Los Angeles. Miami in front, 113 to 109. Heat had a 13-point lead with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Pelle Larsson starting his 4th straight game. And really a huge impact on tonight's game. Well, the Heat ahead by 4. This is Harden. Harden keeps it and scores. James Harden now with 23. Heat lead by 2. Fouled by Derek Jones Jr. before the shot. Ball went in, but Ray Acosta was emphatic that the foul came before the shot.
That's unfortunate there.
Derek Jones Jr. with his 3rd foul. 4th team foul on the Clippers.
That's an accurate call by Ray Acosta, though. It was the bump before he was gathered. He took that shot. Side out.
4:22 to play. Powell drives it. Try to sneak it by Zubac, unable to. That big man can play. Leonard against Wiggins. Powell defending Harden. Gets help from Mitchell, who switches back onto him. Through the legs crossover. Almost threw it away. 5 on the shot clock for Leonard. Got it off with 1 and sticks it. Incredible. What a possession.
Tough shot. Something out of nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Fading away in the corner from 19 feet.
Well, Leonard now with 27 points. He ties the game at 113, and Erik Spoelstra going to take a timeout. Well, even if you wanted to shut the lights off and go to bed, you just can't do it, Heat Nation. Hang in there till the finish. 3:37 left in a thriller out here in Inglewood, California. Kawhi Leonard, he's made some huge shots in his career. That one deadlocks us at 113. Our Lexus extraordinary play. Kawhi Leonard, 27 points tonight. Came in averaging just under 24. You know what dawns on me? In their 3 wins this year, Leonard averaging 30 points per game.
Yeah, impressive. And this shot, boy, so reminiscent of the location and the fadeaway that he made in the 2019 playoffs for Toronto to help them win their championship. I want to say it was against Philly in the corner there,
yep.
Game 7, that got them through that series. Tough shot by Kawhi Leonard.
That's a 2-time Finals MVP in 2014 against the Heat, in 2019 as a Raptor. Larsson for 3. Short. Rebound to Hart. We stay tied at 113. 3:23 left in the 4th quarter. Game that's been so competitive. Harden's got 5 turnovers tonight, by the way. Leonard with 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound comes down to Bam Adebayo. That's his 10th rebound of the game and his 4th double-double this season. Bam against Zubac. Dotted line jumper. Ricochets off. Under 3 minutes left. Harden against Wiggins. Off the hands of Leonard, Heat ball. Well, the Heat get it back with 2:38 left in the game. Miami struggling offensively, but trying to hold on and find a way. The Heat 4 out of 15 from the field here in the 4th quarter, but they have forced 20 Clippers turnovers. Wiggins, wide open three. Kaboom! Andrew Wiggins He's got 3 triples, 2 of them in the fourth quarter. A 17-point game for Wiggins and a 3-point lead for the Heat.
Stepping up in a big way here. Andrew Wiggins, fearless with that attempt.
The Heat have scored 35 points off the 20 Clippers turnovers tonight. 2 minutes to play. Harden against Larson. Help comes from Mitchell. And a foul on Davion Mitchell. That'll be the second on Davion, just the second team foul on the Heat here in the fourth quarter.
He'd have been so opportunistic with these double teams and just a little overzealous right there, and a little bit of a acting job by Harden. I don't even see the contact in the face there, but Davion Mitchell coming from the top. If you're going to turn your back, you put yourself at risk from a defender coming from the weak side of the floor.
Minute 52 left in this game. A 3-point lead for Miami. 5 on the shot clock for Harden. A 30-footer. 30-plus feet for Harden. That's the biggest bucket of the game. He has 26. He evens the game at 116 with a minute 40 left.
Big time shot make there by James Harden. Wow, that was deep.
That was a 30-foot shot for Harden, who's got 5 triples. Bam, with the answer. Goes bottoms up for his first score of the fourth quarter. He has 23, and the Heat take a 2-point lead with a minute 26 left.
This is such a gutty performance right now by Miami.
The entire Heat bench on their feet.
How about Bam on Harden right now? What a matchup.
Harden could not get a shot off. Powell deflection. The Heat come away with the takeaway. The 21st Clipper turnover of the game. 2-point lead, a minute left. Bam driving on Zubac. Gets the whistle, and Bam will go to the stripe. Just his 4th and 5th free throws of the game upcoming for Zubac. That's going to be his 4th foul.
Great defense.
5th foul on Zubac.
First on the ball by Bam, and then the steal inside. And Coach Spo called this. Wanted the ball in the high post with Bam where he could isolate on Zubac. Has the speed advantage and able to quick catch and go move to his left and draw the foul. 2 free throws here for Bam. So you want to play that fast pace to be at your best throughout the course of the game, but there are moments here at the end where you have to put the ball in your best matchup scorer's hands. In this case, it was Bam with Zubac on him further away from the basket. Bam making the Clippers pay here at the free throw line.
You know, Bam Adebayo, who's averaging 22 points per game this year, has 24 with 10 rebounds. He's trying to put the Heat up by 4. He does. And Tyronn Lue will take a timeout for the LA Clippers. We're down to the final 57 seconds in this game. Heat Nation, you are the best. You are the most loyal. You are the fiercest Heat fans out there. Stay with us. We're coming right back as the Heat try to close the deal. He's got a young team on his hands, a team that is trending and building great habits and learning how to win tonight. Another lesson.
Yeah, and making the plays thus far in the fourth quarter after going behind, able to rally and really dig in defensively and then make the plays in a close, tight game here down the stretch so far.
Another 120-point outing for the Heat. Kawhi Leonard, double team, dribbles out. Guarded now by Wiggins. He'll fire the 3. Short. Rebound to Norman Powell. That was a forced shot, and the Heat defense won that possession. Now, with the ball, ahead by 4 and 40 seconds left. Davion Mitchell. 9 assists without a turnover tonight.
He'd love this matchup here with Bam trying to take down Zubac.
4 on the shot clock. Gets to the spot. Short. Rebound to Leonard. 23 seconds left. Harden for 3. James Harden with a 10-point fourth quarter. He's got 29. The Heat take a timeout with a 1-point lead. What a shot by Harden. He is 6 of 10 from downtown in this game.
Active with his hands, too. Thought he got away with a bit of a push-off with that left hand, but no matter, able to knock down a big triple and make it a 1-possession game.
6 of them from James Harden. He has 29 with 8 assists and 7 rebounds. Well, John Crotty, we've come down to this. A 1-point Heat lead, 19 and a half seconds left. How do you see this one playing out on both ends for the Heat and the Clips.
Yeah, 19 and a half. One timeout for each team. Heat could potentially dribble out this clock, but the Clippers aren't going to let them do it. They're going to have to foul. So who's ever on the floor here on the Miami side has to come to the basketball, be prepared for the Clippers to go for a hard swipe or steal and anticipate contact. They're going to have to step up and make free throws. Bam in all the way in the deep corner. Looks like Larson will throw it all the way to him in the back court. Because you can do that with less than 2 minutes right now.
19 and a half seconds left. Larson, Powell, Wiggins, and Mitchell, along with Bam, who's all the way down at the defensive end. In the Powell. Uh-oh, he's doubled. He's tied up. What? It's a jump ball. Oh, no.
Oh,
with 16 and a half seconds left.
Oh, they did exactly what they wanted to there. I thought he got grabbed on the arm here, Norman Powell. I mean, that looked like he got grabbed on that left arm, right? Let's see, right there. I mean, that's a foul by Zubac.
That's crazy.
Wow, he's got inside the forearm, wrapping him up.
That is crazy.
That is nuts. Can't even challenge that, E. If you wanted to, you can't challenge that if you're supposed to.
John Collins will sub in for Chris Dunn. 1 point Heat lead. 16 and a half seconds left. Zubac, a 7-footer. Wiggins at 6'6". Excuse me, Powell at 6'3", and he lost the jump. And the Clippers have a chance to try to win the game on the final possession of regulation. 5 seconds left. Leonard. Double team, fires, short, rebound Miami, and the Heat hold on and win by 1. 120 to 119. You held your breath till the last shot trickled off. The Heat defended Kawhi Leonard extremely well on that last possession. Well, it got scary, but the Heat hold on. A meaningful 4th win of the season.
Great one-on-one defense, and Norman Powell steps up, the ex-Clipper, to guard Kawhi, force him into a really tough contested shot. Having to fade away there beyond the arc. He went for the win with the deep shot. But Heat come up on top. That's just great defense. Norman Powell, big smile on his face. You know he wanted this one. His teammates on the Heat side wanted to give him that return back here to LA victory.
No, just an exceptional moment for Norman Powell and Miami. Powell finished with 21. Bam had 25. Wiggins had 17. Kel'el Ware had 16. The Heat shoot 54%. They reach 120 points for the 5th time in their 7 games. And John, tonight it was a blend of really exceptional offense and unselfish offense. They had 33 assists in the game, combined with some really stingy defense at the right time.
Yeah, I thought so too. This is a really challenging team to defend with Kawhi Leonard. And look at Steve Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers, coming over and giving Norman Powell a handshake. Wow, that's just got to be such a great feeling for Norman Powell to come back and feel the love from everybody, but to still get a win here. It matters when you're a player having left the team like that. Your point is very well taken, E. The defense, I think, really responded well after a challenging night in Lakerland a night ago. Came back much better, I thought, on the ball, against this Clipper team.
Remember, they gave up 71 points in the first half. They battened down the hatches in that second half. Hey, Norman Powell's in the winner's circle, and no place we'd rather see you tonight, Norman, back here in L.A. against your former team. How significant is this win for you personally and for your team?
It was big time, for me personally, but I told the team, man, I don't care about me being back here and what it means. I care about getting this win, bouncing back from what we did yesterday against the Lakers. I thought we did a great job in the second half, playing our brand, our style of basketball on both ends of the floor, and doing what we needed to do to get a win.
Norman, great start for you offensively, but walk us through that final possession. Looked like you took on that challenge guarding Kawhi there as the clock ran down at the very end.
Yeah, me and Kawhi have a great relationship, man. We've been talking about me guarding them and things like that, so when they got the switch, I knew they were going to hunt me on that one. So I took the challenge, sat down a little bit lower, tried to win the bump and force them into a difficult shot. Luckily, he missed it because he made one of those earlier in the quarter.
Norman, you're the elder statesman on this young Heat team at the tender age of 32. And Coach Spo talked tonight about this young team learning how to win. You guys took a step forward in that direction tonight.
Yeah, definitely. You know, me being the oldest on the team, a leader, veteran, you know, it's all about keeping the guys grounded, focused on the task at hand. It's a long season, but just keeping them motivated and locked in to our brand of basketball through the ups and downs. You know, I told them I'm going to shoulder everything. You know, the wins and losses, I'm going to take it upon myself, and if I see something, I'm going to talk to them, coach them up. And, you know, they're very receptive and coachable. We got a group of guys that are hungry, willing to do whatever it takes to win. And, you know, I really love this group that we got.
Norman, on behalf of all the Heat Nation, congratulations. We're all really happy for you and your ball club tonight.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Norman.
Thank you.
All right, Norman Powell, a terrific game for Powell with 21 points. Bam had 25 with 10 rebounds. The Heat withstand the 29 points from Harden, the 27 for Leonard. But remember, Miami tonight forced 21 turnovers, scored 37 points off of them. And the underrated player tonight, you're looking at him, number 9, Pelle Larsson. His energy changed the feeling of this game in the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Max Warner Music.